Imagine being so dominant as a running back that even states where you've never played honor you with a place in their Hall of Fame. That's Adrian Peterson.
And this is Peterson. Peterson into the open, midfield, 45, and there he goes. To the 10, touchdown.
Turning personal tragedy into NFL greatness with records that amaze and stories that inspire. How did he do it? Let's dive in. Record-breaking performances. Let's start with the most ridiculous record that may never be broken. 296 rushing yards in a single game. You may think, how could that possibly happen? Well, Peterson did it as a rookie. That's right, his very first season in the NFL.
Peterson, the freshman, cutting back, first touchdown of his career, Adrian Peterson.
And get this, the craziest part isn't just the record, it's the story behind it. Can you imagine running with the force of a freight train? That's what he did to defenses that day. But it doesn't stop there. A year after tearing both his ACL and MCL, he came back in 2012 and rushed for 2,097 yards. Just 9 yards shy of breaking Eric Dickerson's long-standing record. Do you know how close he came? How did he bounce back so quickly? Let's dive into that. Adrian Peterson, a legacy of unmatched achievements. Adrian Peterson's NFL career is the stuff of legends. He rushed for 14,918 yards, scored 126 rushing touchdowns, and became a 7-time Pro Bowler and 4-time first-team All-Pro. And let's not forget his miraculous recovery from a torn ACL and MCL in 2011, rushing for nearly 2,100 yards the very next season. What was the secret behind his ability to come back stronger? The answer might surprise you. Adrian Peterson, the origin of a legend. Born in Palestine, Texas on March 21, 1985, Adrian's life wasn't filled with the usual comforts. Losing his older brother at the age of 7 to a tragic drunk driving accident, followed by his father's imprisonment, would have broken anyone. So what kept him going? Instead of succumbing to despair, Adrian channeled that pain into something powerful: football. In high school, he wasn't just good, he was a phenomenon, rushing for over 2,000 yards in both his junior and senior years. What the fuck, right? Ever wonder what kind of drive pushes someone to that level of greatness? Let's take a deeper look. The college football phenomenon. As a high school phenom, Adrian was courted by top college programs, but he chose Oklahoma. And wow, did he leave an impact. His freshman season alone was historic, rushing for 1,925 yards, the most ever by a freshman in NCAA history. Oh my God! He continued to dominate in the next few years, finishing with 1,000 plus yards each season, and to top it off, he became a Heisman finalist in 2004. So how did this 18-year-old from Palestine, Texas, manage to set the college football world on fire? Adrian Peterson's family, a legacy of triumph and resilience. However, Adrian's unrelenting drive to succeed is deeply rooted in his family's legacy of resilience. His father, Nelson, was a basketball prodigy with NBA-level talent, but a life-changing injury derailed his dreams. A gunshot wound to the leg shattered his career. Oh my God! Imagine the heartbreak of watching your dreams slip away in an instant. Despite his setback, Nelson's influence on Adrian was profound. He instilled a military-like discipline in his son, teaching him to channel his energy into relentless hard work and focus. But here's the twist. Nelson didn't just preach discipline, he lived it, even after facing his own struggles with the law. Meanwhile, Adrian's mother, Bonita, a former track star herself, demonstrated a level of determination that Adrian absorbed from an early age. Known for working long hours to support her family, she taught Adrian the value of perseverance through action, not just words. But how did these lessons translate to the football field? Here's where things get interesting. Adrian once recalled a moment where his father, who pushed him to complete endless drills even in the sweltering Texas heat. Nelson's mantra was clear: you'll either get better or you'll break. For Adrian, breaking was never an option. Bonita, on the other hand, encouraged Adrian to dream big, reminding him that success wasn't just about talent, but also about heart and grit. So how did this mix of discipline and encouragement shape the young boy from Palestine, Texas, into an NBA legend? The answer lies in the way Adrian approached every challenge, with a ferocity that made him nearly unstoppable. His upbringing wasn't just a backdrop to his story, it was the foundation for his greatness. Heartbreak, family, and the rise of a legend. Adrian Peterson's life was marked by unthinkable heartbreak from a young age. At just 7 years old, he witnessed a tragedy that would shape the rest of his life. His beloved older brother Brian was killed by a drunk driver while riding his bike. Imagine being a child and losing your closest role model so suddenly. What did Adrian do next? The answer will leave you in awe. By the time he was 13, another crushing blow arrived. His father, Nelson Peterson, was sentenced to 10 years in prison for money laundering. For most kids, these back-to-back tragedies would be too much to bear, but not for Adrian. Instead of crumbling under the weight of loss and uncertainty, he used it as fuel. But how? He turned to sports, throwing himself into football and track with a determination that defied his age. But here's where the story takes a shocking twist. Adrian didn't just excel, he dominated. He began outrunning kids several years older, leaving coaches, parents, and scouts in disbelief. What was the secret to his sudden rise? And how did the lessons from these early heartbreaks mold him into one of the fiercest competitors the NFL has ever seen? Adrian Peterson's wife, a pillar of strength. Behind every great man is a great woman, and for Adrian, that woman is Ashley Brown Peterson. Surviving domestic violence from a previous relationship, Ashley has become a powerful advocate for prevention. Married since 2014, the couple share 2 children. But here's the kicker. Ashley's strength isn't just inspiring. She stood by Adrian during his toughest career moments, including his ACL injury in 2012 and his suspension in 2014. So how does Ashley's story intertwine with Adrian's? The truth is more powerful than you might think. Adrian Peterson's Kids and Controversies, a story of love and lessons. Adrian Peterson's fatherhood journey has been filled with profound love and heartbreaking challenges. In 2013, he tragically lost his son, Adrian Peterson Jr., after he was brutally attacked by his mother's partner. Then, in a highly publicized incident, Adrian was suspended for a year after using corporal punishment on his son.
Adrian will be away from the team and focus on his personal situation.
What does this mean for his legacy as a father? The answer isn't as simple as you think. Adrian Peterson's contracts, the rise and fall of an NFL star's wealth. From his groundbreaking $40.5 million rookie contract to his monumental $96 million deal in 2012, Adrian Peterson's contracts defined an era of NFL dominance. These deals were a testament to his unparalleled talent, making him one of the highest paid players in NFL history. But here's the kicker. As Peterson's career progressed, his earning power diminished drastically. His later contracts, some as low as $1 million annually, serve as a stark reminder of the unforgiving nature of the NFL and the physical toll it takes on players. What went wrong? Could this financial decline have been prevented? For starters, Peterson's aggressive playing style and reliance on speed meant his shelf life as a running back was shorter than most. By the time he entered his 30s, a dreaded milestone for NFL players, his productivity began to wane. However, the story doesn't end there. Missteps off the field compounded his struggles. Did you know that Peterson faced lawsuits for unpaid debt on loans worth millions? These financial challenges were magnified by investments gone wrong, including failed businesses and trusting the wrong advisors. Here's an even more surprising twist. Despite earning over $100 million during his career, Peterson filed for bankruptcy in 2019, citing massive debts and legal fees. How could a player who once owned multiple luxury homes and a jaw-dropping car collection find himself in such dire straits? The answer lies in a combination of lifestyle, loyalty, and perhaps a lack of foresight. But does this diminish his legacy as one of the NFL's all-time greats? That's a question worth exploring. Adrian Peterson's net worth, a shocking fall from $100 million. Surprisingly, despite earning over $100 million in his illustrious NFL career, Adrian Peterson's net worth plummeted to just $1 million by 2022. What the fuck, right? How does such a dramatic financial downfall happen to someone who had everything? The answer is a mix of poor financial decisions, predatory loans, and failed investments. For instance, Peterson reportedly took out high-interest loans to cover other debts, leading to lawsuits and millions in unpaid bills. One lender claimed he owed $5.2 million for a loan intended to pay off earlier obligations. Here's where it gets even crazier. Peterson trusted financial advisors who mismanaged his money, investing in risky ventures that fell apart. From businesses that never took off to unnecessary luxuries, his spending snowballed into a financial crisis. But perhaps the most jaw-dropping part is how quickly the fortune disappeared, going from lavish homes and high-end cars to financial ruin in just a few years. So how did Peterson handle such a steep fall? Instead of retreating, he's been working to rebuild. With his NFL career behind him, Peterson is exploring opportunities off the field, including potential coaching roles and leveraging his story as a cautionary tale for young athletes. His reliance in facing these challenges head-on is a testament to his enduring spirit. But will it be enough to redefine his legacy? That's a question only time can answer. Adrian Peterson's Texas mansion and car collection. At the peak of his career, Peterson owned a 10,582 square foot mansion in the Woodlands, Texas. His car collection was equally impressive, featuring a Ford F-150, BMW M6, and Cadillac Escalade. That's crazy! But here's the twist. After selling his mansion for a loss, Peterson's lifestyle has changed, reflecting the realities of his career and financial challenges. What's next for Adrian? Let's see where his journey leads. Adrian Peterson's fall and redemption, from financial ruin to rebuilding. Despite his fall from grace financially, Adrian Peterson is determined to rebuild. With a net worth of just $1 million, he's focusing on recovery, and if anyone can bounce back, it's him. But can he do it? Is his legacy truly about football? Or will it be defined by his resilience? Stick around to see what's next in this remarkable story. And that's a wrap on Adrian Peterson's legendary career. Want more stories from NFL stars? Subscribe now and keep watching.